Disclaimer. The following episode of Game Bros contains footage of the Oculus Rift and contains fast-paced motion. Those with motion sickness are advised not to watch the following episode. Otherwise, please enjoy.
Bitch. Damn it, Rei!
Here comes a new challenger!
Hey everybody, welcome back to Game Bros. I still over the introduction because Seth couldn't get to it in time.
And your mother sucks dick in hell. No, I'm kidding.
Anyway.
Welcome to a new episode of Game Bros. I'm Court Murder 15.
And I'm Rei.
And with us today is Chris.
Hi.
Also known as Undead Strife. And
Hi.
today we are playing Beat Saber.
Wait, wrong one.
Not that kind of beat.
Oh.
Okay, so Chris is in the Oculus right now. And so Beat Saber is a really cool music game to where you select a song and you have two different colored lightsabers and you have to slash in the direction it's aiming, or if it's a circle, you can slash it however you want, and you have to move around.
Yeah.
It's a really fun, energetic game. Think of it like virtual reality DDR.
Now, here's the thing about this is we do have the mods provided from Beat Saber. Now, Beat Saber, the devs have said that they do plan on adding in the ability for players to add their own songs and share them. But until that has happened, Beat Saber came out and said, hey, we built our own mod to allow that to happen. So the developers are working on other things first, since we have this as like a community-generated thing. So Beat Saber, anyone can make the songs and upload them. So when you do that, you're not guaranteed to always have a quality song. So some of these may be just total downright shit-filled lemons.
Yeah, so it happens. All right, Chris, are you ready to party?
Yeah, and apparently Rei is going to be picking my song, so I'm going to be looking at my feet.
I have to be able to see the list, dumbass.
Oh.
You're going to start with Country Rounds, probably one of the most famous Beat Saber songs. And you know what? Crow, do you want to do this with no fail options? Just so
Yeah, let's do no fail just so that way...
Expert. No fail's already on for you.
Alright.
Yep.
Ready?
Just so
Yep.
that way, you know... And by the way, even though these videos technically aren't monetized, it's definitely not going to be because copyrighted music.
Yep. This one's just for fun for you guys.
So, I've always wanted a game like this, not necessarily for it being musically rhythm-oriented, but just the fact of controlling a fucking lightsaber. I mean, I'm sorry, like, I'm sure you've played tons of Star Wars games where, you know, you want a legit experience where you're controlling a legit lightsaber.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you and I, we're part of Sabers and stuff, and we're
Still
learning
am,
with
really.
the props and do what?
I still am, really.
Well, I'm...
Oh, you hit the Oculus button.
you fucked up.
I'll restart it. It'll be alright.
Okay, that's fine. But, yeah, I had to take a break from Sabers just because of personal stuff. But...
That was the wrong direction, Chris.
I know. Shut up.
But, I don't know. It's like, I've always just wanted a game where it felt like I was really controlling a lightsaber. And this is technically the closest thing you're going to get.
Right
For now.
Because Star Wars Connect sucks ass.
Yeah.
For now.
Have you ever played it?
I have.
Chris, have you ever played it?
Nope.
It sucks.
Hey, Chris, you missed a couple more notes. You missed one.
Are you just going to point out all of his errors?
I might.
Well, you're up next after a couple of songs from him.
That's fair. I won't be too.
But then again, you've been beaten at. Both of these guys are fucking amazing. Quit hitting
just
the
hit
ding.
continue.
Sorry,
Quit hitting
I'm not
the fucking
meaning
button.
to.
He's rage quitting already. Fuck these blocks.
So, fun fact: the way that the points are calculated in this game, it's not necessarily just when you hit the block; it's how far you swing and the accuracy to like the center of the block.
Well, that's cool.
So if you start with your hand at a 90-degree angle to the block and slice down and follow through an additional 60 degrees, you will get 100 points. You also get an additional 10 points for how accurately you cut through the middle of the block. So each block is worth a maximum of 110 points.
So, Ray, what type of VR games have you been like wanting to see out of the Oculus or any like type of VR hardware?
So one thing that I really want is like a decent hunting game, but not one that's like the overdriven like Deer Hunt that was years and years ago, like the big thing.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
There's another game I have. I think you said we're gonna play it sometime. Killing Floor Incursion.
Yeah, I do want to do that sometime in the future.
Now, one of the benefits of that game that I really like is you actually have to pump the shotgun you get.
Oh, nice.
And you also actually, you can get a bolt-action sniper rifle. You also have to reset the bolt after every shot.
Yeah. Now, see, in my personal opinion, I don't think VR is going to take over as far as, like, the definitive, like, gaming
oh, hell no.
experience, but it is a very nice step to enhance it.
Oh, yeah.
Just because of the amount of immersion that it
yeah.
brings you into.
Well, one of the big problems with virtual reality as it is right now is what's called the comfort level. A lot of people, myself included, which apparently, Crow, you're immune to this for the most part. We get motion sick inside VR.
I don't.
Yeah, shut up, Chris. You have one job, and that's to play music.
Damn me a guitar.
Anyway, so like if there's a game that requires you to move a character by like a thumbstick, it gives me motion sickness.
Yeah, see, like for me, whenever I tried out Killing Floor, I didn't have that problem, so...
But other games, like Killing Floor has an option where you can just teleport instead of...
What now?
You know what? There's the YMCA on that. That's next for you.
I don't... Why?
Because you actually have to do the dance to get the notes.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, I remember this one. So yeah, only Rei and Strife are going to be playing this because...
You have no sense of rhythm?
No, I have a sense of rhythm. Dude, I used to play the fuck out of Dance Dance Revolution all the time.
Yeah.
It's because, I'm just not that coordinated yet.
But, yeah, so if they find a way to make it to where the motion sickness can be gone for all players universally, then that opens the lot for VR players.
Think disco dance steps.
Yep. You hit a bomb. You hit another bomb. You keep hitting bombs. Don't hit the bombs!
But I like the bombs. They taste good.
You know what it reminds me of? I always called that dance move the nagging mom. Because the way it does it is like this. Like, nag, 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 nag.
Just call it my ex.
I love how the way Chris looks looking right now with the dance. Don't feel bad. I've done this one too.
I made him do it. It was one of the first ones he had to do. Do you
See,
know
it
the
actually
dance?
feels like...
No.
Make the letters with your hands.
No.
I can't believe you don't know the dance.
Look,
I'm
dude,
sure
I'm
he
a
does.
goth
He just
kid.
doesn't want to do it.
It's not like they'll be able to see him doing the YMCA.
Oh, if I put video on there, it will. But I'm not going to be that much of a dick right now.
Yep. You've
I
missed
don't
more
care.
notes than you've hit.
Like how he's like, I'm going to stop whatever the fuck I'm doing and just. Yeah. He's booping snoots.
Doot.
Suck
Newt.
the dick. I really want. I'm trying to think of like what would be really fun to do in VR.
So on Game Jolt, there's a lot of there's a lot of games. Well, people are talking about the VR games. There are a lot of perverts on Game Jolt.
Oh, I'm sure there's tons of like already like unregulated sex simulators. I'm sure.
Probably.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, that's something I just no.
Well, what's sad about it?
I mean, I've got my dry spell, but I'm not that desperate.
Well, what's sad about it is they think that, and the sad part is they're right. People are paying their Patreons so that they'll make more stuff like that.
Well, I mean, you know, if there's a market for it,
I'm not going to say that there's not a market for it, but it's like they're saying that their product is like, oh, this is the pinnacle of simulation. And if you read the reviews, people are like, I paid for this and I want my money back. And the developer's like, no, you paid for this giant heaping turd, you're going to keep it.
well, that's kind of like goes with the whole thing of like read the fine print.
Yeah.
So, you know, if there's like a, you know, like agreement form and stuff like that, which, let's face it, nobody fucking ever reads. I mean, it's like that episode of South Park. Okay, except for you, Ray. It's like that one episode of South Park whenever they're talking about the iTunes account. And it's like Butters is like, right here it says that you can sell your butthole to one other iTunes user. Which, how the fuck does that work?
I don't know. Ask Chris.
I was gonna say I could probably find some information for you.
Of course, I remember there was a Marlon Webb Vine where it shows it showed him like clicking agree, and like these three guys like just jump out of nowhere and just like pretending to start molesting him, and he's just like, "What the fuck?"
Should have read the fine print.
Alrighty, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and go to next time on Game Bros, and next time Rei is gonna be up on the Sabers.
Now, I don't claim to be really good at this, but I sure as hell have fun.
He will judge. We will judge you. Or at least that, or at least the internet will.
The internet will judge me, and you very well may judge me if you put yourself out there too.
Very true. Alrighty, guys. Next time on Game Bros, Rei's up to bat.
See you later.
I want to do this one before.
This is Undead Strife. Thanks for watching this episode of Game Bros. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and links to my stuff will be in the description. Have a good one.